Retro Road Test, Austin Maestro vs Ford Escort. In the fiercely competitive hatchback market of the 1980s and early 1990s, two British icons, the Austin Maestro and the Ford Escort, battled for supremacy on the UK's roads. Both cars were key players in the family hatchback segment, targeting motorists seeking a balance of practicality, economy, and driving pleasure. This detailed road test compares these two models in various aspects, including design, performance, comfort, handling, and everyday usability, to help determine which model truly deserved the crown in this hotly contested category. Introduction to the Austin Maestro and Ford Escort. Austin Maestro, launched in 1983 by British Leyland, the Austin Maestro was part of a bold attempt to modernize the UK's automotive offerings. It was marketed as a practical family car with spacious interiors, advanced features for the time, such as an early talking digital dashboard in some versions, and respectable road manners. The Maestro was developed to compete against rivals like the Escort, and it represented one of British Leyland's last attempts to recapture the magic of its 1960s successes. The model we'll focus on here is the Maestro 1.6 HLS, a mid-range trim that balances performance with comfort, offering family buyers an affordable yet decently equipped package. Ford Escort. The Ford Escort, one of the best-selling cars in the UK, had an excellent pedigree. Introduced in 1968, the Escort quickly became synonymous with dependable, affordable motoring, especially with its third-generation model, introduced in 1980, and fourth-generation update, 1986, that became a common sight on British roads. The Ford Escort was offered in various trims and engine configurations, with models ranging from basic economy variants to sporty XR3i and RS versions. For this comparison, we'll examine the Ford Escort 1.6 GL, a popular middle ground model offering strong competition to the Maestro with its robust build quality, practicality, and overall reliability. Exterior design and styling. Austin Maestro. The Austin Maestro's design, while practical, lacks the sleekness and sophistication that might turn heads on the road. It was designed to be functional, and it shows. The Maestro's boxy, angular lines were fairly typical of 1980s hatchbacks, offering a blend of sharp-edged simplicity and large glass areas that maximize visibility. The Maestro's upright profile doesn't win any beauty contests, but it offers practical benefits in terms of interior space and ease of entry. The front end of the Maestro features a relatively conservative design, with rectangular headlights and a simple horizontal grille. The overall look is utilitarian, emphasizing practicality over style. Some higher-spec models, like the HLS trim, came with additional chrome detailing and body-colored bumpers to enhance its visual appeal, but even so, the design feels dated compared to the more modern lines of the Escort. Ford Escort. The Ford Escort, on the other hand, was designed with a more cohesive and dynamic approach, particularly with the third and fourth generation models. Its rounded contours, more aerodynamic shape, and lower stance give it a sportier, more contemporary look. The Escort's design philosophy embraced curves, with flush-mounted headlights, a gently sloping roofline, and a smoother rear profile that gave the car a sense of forward motion, even when standing still. Where the Maestro looked like a utilitarian workhorse, the Escort appeared to have been crafted with both form and function in mind. The Escort GL model added alloy wheels, body-colored trim, and optional fog lights, giving it a more premium presence. While neither the Maestro nor the Escort was designed to be a style icon, the Escort's design feels more modern and balanced, appealing to a wider audience. Winner. Ford Escort. The Ford Escort takes this round with its more attractive and cohesive design. Its curves and modern aesthetic make it look more appealing, especially in the GL trim, while the Maestro's boxy, dated design is functional but uninspired. Interior and comfort. Austin Maestro. Step inside the Austin Maestro, and one of its major strengths becomes clear, interior space. The Maestro's upright, boxy design pays dividends in terms of passenger room, particularly in the rear seats, where headroom and legroom are generous for a car of this size. This makes it an excellent choice for families, especially those with taller passengers. The large windows and high seating position give the Maestro a bright, airy feel and excellent all-around visibility. The dashboard design, however, feels utilitarian. While it's simple and functional, it lacks the polish and ergonomics seen in some of its rivals. The digital dashboard offered in some models, while advanced for its time, could be problematic in terms of reliability. Controls are easy to reach and logically laid out, but the materials used in the cabin feel cheap and lack the tactile quality found in the Escort. The seats in the Maestro are comfortable enough for long journeys, though they lack the lateral support needed to keep you in place during spirited driving. Noise insulation is adequate, but the engine can become intrusive at higher speeds. Ford Escort. The Ford Escort's interior is more refined than the Maestro's, with better material quality and a more driver-focused layout. The dashboard is more modern and neatly arranged, with large, easy-to-read dials and well-placed controls. In terms of ergonomics, the Escort outshines the Maestro, offering a more comfortable driving position with better all-round adjustability for the driver's seat and steering wheel. The seats in the Escort GL are more supportive than those in the Maestro, with better bolstering that makes the car feel more stable during cornering. The upholstery and interior materials also feel a step above those used in the Maestro, lending the cabin a more premium feel. Rear seat passengers in the Escort are still well catered for, though the Maestro offers slightly more legroom and headroom due to its boxier dimensions. The Escort's noise insulation is superior to the Maestro's, making it a more refined car for long-distance motorway driving. Road and wind noise are kept at bay more effectively, and the Escort feels generally more solid on the road. Winner, Ford Escort. While the Maestro's spacious interior and excellent visibility are commendable, the Escort's superior material quality, better seats, and improved noise insulation make it the more comfortable car to spend time in. Performance and engines. Austin Maestro. The Austin Maestro 1.6 HLS comes equipped with a 1.6-liter naturally aspirated engine, producing around 86 horsepower. In its day, this was a fairly typical output for a mid-range family car, but it doesn't make the Maestro a particularly fast or engaging vehicle to drive. The engine is smooth enough for regular town and motorway driving, but it lacks the refinement and responsiveness of more modern units. The Maestro's acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour takes around 11 seconds, which is adequate for everyday use but doesn't inspire much excitement. The car is more at home cruising at moderate speeds rather than being pushed hard. The 5-speed manual gearbox is functional but can feel a bit clunky at times, particularly when shifting through the lower gears. Fuel economy is reasonable, averaging around 35 to 40 miles per gallon, making it a cost-effective choice for family motoring. Ford Escort. The Ford Escort 1.6 GL is powered by a 1.6-liter engine producing around 90 horsepower, slightly more than the Maestro. While the power output is similar, the Escort's engine feels more refined and responsive, thanks to Ford's well-tuned engineering. The engine delivers power more smoothly and is less coarse at higher speeds compared to the Maestro's unit. The Escort's 0 to 60 miles per hour time is slightly quicker, at around 10.5 seconds, and the car feels more lively and eager to accelerate. The 5-speed manual gearbox in the Escort is a pleasure to use, with smoother shifts and a more positive action than the Maestro's gearbox. On the motorway, the Escort feels more composed, with better mid-range power for overtaking. Fuel economy is on par with the Maestro, with an average of 35 to 40 miles per gallon. Winner, Ford Escort. The Ford Escort outperforms the Austin Maestro in this category thanks to its more refined engine, smoother gearbox, and livelier performance. While neither car is particularly fast by modern standards, the Escort's superior drivetrain makes it the more enjoyable car to drive. Handling and ride comfort. Austin Maestro. The Austin Maestro prioritizes comfort over handling, offering a soft suspension setup that absorbs bumps and potholes with ease. This makes the Maestro a comfortable car for everyday driving, especially on the often uneven surfaces of British roads. However, this comfort comes at the expense of handling precision. The Maestro feels somewhat vague and disconnected when cornering, with noticeable body roll and understeer when pushed hard. The steering is light, which is great for city driving and parking, but it lacks feedback and doesn't inspire confidence when driving on twisty country roads. Overall, the Maestro is a competent and comfortable cruiser, but it's not a car that rewards enthusiastic driving. Ford Escort. The Ford Escort strikes a better balance between ride comfort and handling. Its suspension is firmer than the Maestro's, which results in less body roll and a more composed feel through corners. While it may not have the razor-sharp handling of a sports car, the Escort offers more engaging handling than the Maestro, making it a more enjoyable car to drive on winding roads. The steering in the Escort is also more responsive, with better feedback that gives the driver more confidence when cornering. Despite the firmer suspension, the ride quality remains comfortable, and the car deals with rough surfaces well. Overall, the Escort offers a more balanced driving experience, with better handling and decent comfort levels. Winner, Ford Escort. The Ford Escort wins this round with its better handling, more responsive steering, and overall balance between comfort and driving pleasure. While the Maestro's softer suspension provides a more cushioned ride, the Escort is the more engaging car to drive. Practicality and running costs. Austin Maestro. One of the Maestro's strongest attributes is its practicality. Thanks to its boxy design, the Maestro offers excellent interior space for both passengers and luggage. The boot is generous for a car in this segment, and the rear seats can be folded down to create a large, flat load area, making it ideal for transporting larger items. The Maestro's upright seating position also makes it easy to get in and out of, which is a plus for families and older drivers. In terms of running costs, the Maestro is relatively cheap to maintain. Parts are widely available and affordable, and the simple mechanics mean that servicing costs are low. Fuel economy is respectable, and the car's overall durability means it can be a cost-effective option for budget-conscious drivers. Ford Escort. The Ford Escort also offers good practicality, though its more streamlined design means that it has slightly less interior space than the Maestro. The boot is still a decent size, and the rear seats fold down to increase load capacity, but the Maestro wins in terms of sheer cargo space. The Escort's cabin, while comfortable, doesn't feel as roomy as the Maestro's, especially in the rear seats. Running costs for the Escort are comparable to the Maestro, with affordable parts and servicing, though the slightly more complex engineering of the Escort may result in marginally higher repair costs. Fuel economy is similar, with both cars achieving around 35 to 40 miles per gallon in normal driving conditions. Winner, Austin Maestro. The Austin Maestro takes the win in this category due to its superior interior space and practical design. While the Escort is still a practical car, the Maestro's more spacious cabin and larger boot make it the better choice for families and those who need to carry a lot of luggage. Reliability and ownership experience. Austin Maestro. The Austin Maestro has a mixed reputation when it comes to reliability. While the car's mechanical components are generally robust, early models were plagued by issues with build quality and electrical problems, particularly with the digital dashboard. Over time, many of these issues were addressed, but the Maestro never quite managed to shake off its reputation for being somewhat unreliable. However, for owners willing to invest time in regular maintenance, the Maestro can be a dependable car. Parts are readily available and relatively cheap, which helps keep running costs down. Ford Escort. The Ford Escort has a stronger reputation for reliability, particularly the later third and fourth generation models. Ford's widespread dealer network and the car's simple, well-proven mechanicals make it a dependable choice for everyday motoring. The Escort benefits from better build quality than the Maestro, and while it's not immune to the occasional fault, it's generally considered a more reliable car. Winner, Ford Escort. The Ford Escort wins in terms of reliability, offering better long-term dependability and fewer issues with build quality compared to the Maestro. Verdict, Austin Maestro vs Ford Escort. In this detailed comparison, the Ford Escort emerges as the overall winner. It offers a more refined interior, better handling, and a more engaging driving experience. Its superior reliability and modern design make it a more attractive choice for those looking for a well-rounded family hatchback. However, the Austin Maestro still has its merits, particularly in terms of practicality and interior space. Its boxy design may not win any style awards, but it offers excellent room for passengers and luggage, making it a great option for families who need a practical, affordable car. Ultimately, the choice between these two cars comes down to priorities. If you value a more engaging driving experience, better reliability, and a modern design, the Ford Escort is the clear choice. But if you're looking for a spacious, practical car with low running costs, the Austin Maestro deserves serious consideration.